This is my review on Spawn. And basically, another thing about Suicide Squad, about the end credits. After the end credits, they talk about, Waller and Bruce Wayne talk about giving files for, on very own Aquaman and Cyborg. It says he's looking for friends, and Wall says, "You look tired. You should stop working nights." and and she knows he's Batman, so he says to Waller, "Shut it down, or my friends will." Me and my friends will shut it down. The Suicide Squad. So this is Spawn. It's a movie of. I seen the rated version, was the extended version, and the PG-13, which is the theatrical version. Both tell the same story. There was nothing different that really stick out. So this is my review on both of them, and seen them both several times. And when I say something's, when I give a passable, like a passable, say something's passable, that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means lower quality of good. Which, and this is my understanding for passable. So when I see that, when you see that emoji passable, that's what I think of a film, or the game, or what else, or anything in general. Okay, good. So the narration, movie opens up with the narration of old guy with a really cool voice talking about Spawn. This is the story of Spawn, and we have a really cool punk rock music. Have the title Spawn, and have the opening credits of the Flame of Hell, and cut to the main story. We see a guy behind a sniper shooting things at an airport, and it is our main character, who is Spawn, whose name I can't remember his real human name. So I'm just going to call him Spawn. Anyway, before he became Spawn, he used to be an assassin, worked for, Charlie Sheen's father, Martin Sheen, who had another assassin on working for him, and he wants out so he can be with his family and hang out with his son and his lovely wife. And his boss agrees to these terms, that he'll do one job for him and then he's out. Oh, and after he gets that one job done, and he has to kill these certain people, and his boss backstabs him, and him and his assassin burn to hell. And he wakes up not knowing what happened. All he has a different face that's now had the flesh burnt off. him, and he's wearing this sort of Jedi robe so people don't see what he looks like. And this clown who gives him the news and dubs him Spawn, and he sees what the Spawn costume looks like, and he's not liking this one bit, but he has no choice, and he gave we see a flashback of him and the devil. Is just if he fails, he dies and gets sent to hell. If he fails and dies, he gets sent to hell. If he fails him, he dies and gets sent to hell. That is if he dies in the real world and he gets sent to hell back again. It's explained. This is one of the things that's explained a lot better, explored a lot better in the comics, but could have explored it well in the really, really well in the film. But only explains it's the stuff passable, but not to the good extent of explaining stuff, exploring stuff, or either exploring stuff. So. Spawn goes on his first mission of Spawn and wants revenge from Martin Sheen, and he says, "You send me hell, Jason. I'm here to pay. I'm here to even the score." And he tries killing him, but is stopped by his other assassin, and they get into a fight together, and Spawn wins the fight. Not kills her until the Violator, which is the clown, uses some kind of brain control to make Spawn evil and kills the girl. And he runs off, and while the cops are shooting at him, and runs into his old guy and gets trained by this old guy and to use his powers, and that's about and he goes out and turns out Martin Sheen was working with the Violator, who's working for the devil, who convinces him to put, so he doesn't get killed, a bomb in his chest. And that's it. Not much to explain by that. And, anyway, after Spawn has control of his powers and knows how to use them, and the whole mess. So he's a full Jedi now. And he takes on the Violator, and Violator releases his true form, who, much like many comic book lists things that have gone wrong, he loses his personality also. Is it comic book list things that have gone wrong? Which is the comic cliches, the comic checklist, or so. Anyway. I'm getting distracted. So it takes on the violin. The Violator doesn't win because he gets saved by the old guy. Oh crap, okay. So the second round he takes down the violin. The Violator kind of wins because the motorcycle he was in blew over. No wait, Spawn wins because he blew up the truck and Violator like shot in the air. And Spawn and his full costume beat the Violator, and now goes after Spawn and his Spawn's family, and Martin Sheen too. Spawn has a chance to kill Martin Sheen, but doesn't, just remove the bomb from his chest and takes down the Violator and takes down the Violator, and the Violator melts like the Wicked Witch of the West and takes down the Devil with the old guy and easy. Spawn wins, and the old guy this kid looks like his life, but no, the old guy and the Spawn beat the Devil. So while the other Spawns were trapped in hell, the past Spawns is, from what it looks like to me. Anyway, and it ends with the old guy narrating, saving up for a sequel while Spawn on top of a building in his full costume, cape, and mask. He only wears his cape and mask 3 times in this movie, both in the extended cut and the rated version. So that was Spawn. My biggest problem with the movie is that he doesn't wear the cape and mask throughout the entire film. If he did, I would have said this is a good movie, but because then he doesn't, and I don't know, it's kind of a rip-off when he has it on the cover and just think he's going to look like that in the actual film, but no, it's not, he doesn't. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed that review on Spawn.